Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sheila Beela coming to you with another review of Bold and Bougie Season 1, Episode 3. Too many princesses for one king. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe if you get anything out of my content. The more you do like and subscribe and comment, then more and more people, YouTube will push me through the algorithm and more people will start to view my content. And then my community, our community will grow. All right, so, what do I think about this episode? I feel like this episode was forced. I feel like a lot of the drama that was stared on tonight, I think it was really, really forced. It was almost as if certain people didn't want to do certain things, but because they have a show to create, they had to, in fact, push drama, which was really unnecessary. Sometimes I like to watch a show when there is just like, you just know that there is something there. Like, oh my God, that this, that these people don't get along, or if something happens, then drama comes out of a situation that happens. But this right here, it seems as if this was really, really forced, and it also seems as if they're trying to make Tamika the villain of this show, and it's not working. For me, it's not working. Tamika is not the villain of this show. Tamika, she seems like a person that has been through a lot, and she just don't feel like it. Really, it's just like, how they say pick your battles, and she ain't picking no battles with none of them people because the battle is not strong enough for her to fight, and so she ain't finna fight it. It's like weak. So she like, I'm over it. I don't want to do it. But we're going to go ahead and get into this episode, and then I'll just really talk about how I feel about the way that this show is going. It feels forced. If that makes sense. It feels very, very forced. And if I'm the only one that feels that way, then I am. But if you feel like that, put it in the comments to let me know, because it really feels forced. All right, so the episode picks up where it left off. There at the Clatchit tea party, and they are trying to stir up this drama between Tamika and what's Neo Crystal. Yeah, they're trying to stir up this drama, and it's mainly Gocha, because to me, Gocha is the villain. Gocha is the underlying villain of this show, because she seems mean and she seems unaware, and she's projecting how a person should feel, even though she wouldn't feel that way. And it's just kind of weird. But anyway, so Malaysia says, ask Crystal, so did you sleep with Usher? And it's funny how Malaysia asks Crystal, did she sleep with Usher? And then Gocha turns around and say, I said the same thing. But later on in the episode, Crystal is just like, yeah, how Malaysia gonna come at me? But I'm like, Crystal said the same thing. And then Tamika is like, I don't have an issue with this girl. Tamika's whole thing is, I've had many husbands, many boyfriends, and I know, because they're still coming at Crystal like, well, did you sleep with any of her boy? No, no. Tamika's whole deal is, Mayetta is my friend, and I just wanted to lay out how I felt before we developed a friendship. And I think that's fine. I think that is perfectly fine, because in my mind, I would rather know a person and expect things because I know that how they are, than thinking I know a person. And if they do something that's what I think that they shouldn't do, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe she did that. But if I'm telling you who I am, and if I'm telling you, the way that I can be, and that the way that I will be, then I respect that more than you just insinuating what I should be and who I should be and how I should act. And that's why I respect Tamika so much on this show, because she's laying it out there. No, I'm not perfect. Yes, I'm all over the place, and I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm not cutting. I'm pretty much cut and dry. And if this is what I'm telling you, then this is how I am. I don't need you to tell me who you think I should be, and I don't need you to make me be someone that I'm not. I'm telling you who I am. Either you're going to accept me or not. Pretty much. That's it. And so, yeah, Tamika's like, I don't have a problem with her. I don't. Like, I'm here. No, I'm not going to just lay out everything and who I am on the table, because I'm still getting to know you all. So no, I just let her know who I am, how I am, and that's it. And Crystal agreed. She was like, yeah, and I'm cool. And they ended up, shaking hands or whatever and moving on. And that's what that is. All right, so now they have this whole meeting with Gocha. For some reason, Gocha does have a bone to pick with Tamika. I don't know why. Because when they first meet up there in the rain or whatever, and child, girl, Tamika talking about this girl look like Michael Jackson with this glittery suit on. But anyway, so they go and they have a seat. They sit down. Oh, also too, they talk about the book signing. You coming to my book signing? Girl, I'd have been to all your book signings. Girl, what? Girl. It's like she's automatic. Like Gocha is automatically just irritated. Like, girl, whatever. I done been in your book signings. Oh, girl, whatever. And I'm like, Gocha, God dog, clearly you have a chip on your shoulder when it comes to Tamika. And then they end up bringing up the whole Clatchet party and all that stuff. And Gocha is trying to figure out, how did she get with Usher? Why did they break up? And how did you get Usher? I'm like, first of all, Gocha, why is you worried about how she got him, why they got together, and why did they break up? Because at the end of the day, Tamika said, I'm not here to talk about my ex. I'm here to talk. If you want to get to know me, that's fine. But you trying to know what's going on with me and my ex. And I know I wrote a book about it. I understand that. But if it ain't in the book, then why are we talking about it? Because if I didn't put it out there, what are you trying to get from me? And then my thing is like, Gocha is the one that's really, and then Gocha gonna bring up the fact like, well, to me, it seems as if you have this gigantic superstar and Tamika is in a bubble on her own, and she really doesn't want to deal with the other people over here. And Tamika is like, well, I never said that. So it seems as if you thought about that and that's how you truly feel and you're trying to put that on me. And she said, well, thank you for letting me know how you really feel. And I was with Tamika on that. I said, Gocha, that's how you feel. Because Tamika ain't said nothing like that. That is exactly how you feel. You the one that feels like she's up there and you're down here. That's how you feel. And then Tamika is just like, I'm over it. Like, I don't have to have this conversation. And she really just wants to get up and walk away because it is getting heated because of the simple fact that Gocha is pushing this narrative. She's trying to paint Tamika a certain way. And Tamika is like, I will not allow you to paint me that way because that's not who I am. And I'm just looking at Tamika like Tamika has been through a lot. A lot. And she don't want to deal with it. And she ain't. And then why is Gocha sitting up here telling Tamika, and that's why you single? And that's why you gonna be alone. And that's why I'm like, so you gonna sit up here and try to prophesy this girl's life? Who are you, Gocha, to tell somebody that's why they single and that's why they gonna be alone and that's why they, come on. That is the most disrespectful thing that you could ever tell another woman. That's where her future is gonna be. Like, that is some crazy stuff to me. So, and then that's when Tamika was like, yeah, I got my kids, I got my businesses, and it's whatever. If I don't have a man, whatever. It is what it is. She said, but at least I ain't got no woman. I won't have that. Maybe you should try it. Gocha, maybe you should try a man to release, because apparently you are 10th step and you not being released the proper way. I don't know, but you have your panties in a bunch and you are really trying to make Tamika look like this bad person all the while. Gocha, you look like the bad person. You look like the underlying sneaky villain. That's what you look like. And if you're trying to drag something out of her and then she ain't ready, she ain't ready. She not. She said, I'm not going to lay everything about me all in one session. Get to know her. Get to know her. And that's how I feel. Anyway, Gocha, you can go with that. All right, so now here is another storyline that's just being pushed. Another thing, they're trying to make this girl do something that clearly that's not in her character to do. It's like they're just pushing and pushing. All right, so now Princess, right? Princess seems as if she's a sweetheart, naturally. I mean, yeah, she seems like she can be an underlying mean girl, but overall, she seems like she's okay. And people are labeling her a pushover. Gocha really like she's a pushover. She's weak. She's this, she's that. And whatever. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, so they bring up the whole thing that happened at the Clutcher party. And apparently Princess had brought up something to Tamika about, maybe she's still in love with her ex. And if she's still in love with her ex, so what? They had kids together. They have been through tragedy. So, I mean, yes. And if she love them, that's her prerogative. It's a lot of women running around here still in love with their ex. And if so, what? But like Usher said, we ain't good, but we still good. They ain't good, but they still good. I know. There's love there, because when you've had kids with somebody and was married to somebody, and then you're in a light, a public light, yeah. And then you got people coming at Tamika talking about she wasn't good enough for Usher and she was too old to be with Usher, and all this other stuff. It is what it is. And then Usher even came out not too long ago and said the reason why that people didn't like the relationship that he had with Tamika is because of her skin tone and the way that she looked. So apparently it looks as if Usher still loves her too. But because of people, they couldn't really be together the way they wanted to because the public wouldn't allow it. But anyway, so child, Princess said that, and they said that Tamika was very dismissive about it. But here's Malaysia. But if you felt that way, it's almost like you could feel some type of way, and then when people say something, then you'll reel it back. You have to stick in that. You have to stay in that. I'm like, Malaysia, if she want to put it out there, and as Dr. Helling say, take it back, then she can do that, because maybe she feels as if there is tension in what she's saying and she's not trying to push the barrier. Some people know how to deliver things in a way that's tasteful to a person's palate, and then a person will receive it better. But if you're just pushing something down somebody's back, then that creates an enemy, because it's like you're not listening to what I'm saying. You just over here trying to, like Gocha, create narratives. Anyway, so they done pumped this girl up to call Tamika on the phone to apologize, but whatever. Because Malaysia's whole deal is, if you really feel that you said something hurtful, then you should. But if you feel that you shouldn't, then you should not apologize. But she called on the phone. They end up talking. And guess what Tamika says? Girl, I don't care. I don't feel no type of way about that. Anyway, are you coming to my book signing? And that's where I'm with it, girl. What? Okay, I'll be there. Is Malaysia coming? Malaysia says she'll be there. All right. That's what that is. So here go Shay again, trying to stir the pot, trying to make it seem as if Princess shouldn't be the way that she is, and that Princess should act more like Gocha. That's what I got from this whole situation. So then they bring up the whole tea party again, and they bring that up and bring about how, whatever Princess says to Tamika, and Gocha feels as if Princess isn't, I want to say, holding Tamika accountable, just letting her get away with saying stuff, and Princess is being okay with it, right? And then that, what else I was going to say? It kind of slipped my mind. Being accountable, and yeah, just pretty much that, and just telling Gocha, telling Princess, like, you shouldn't let Tamika do that. But okay, Princess' whole deal is, Tamika is my friend. Tamika is my friend, and I know Tamika. I've been knowing Tamika for years and years, right? And so if Tamika is my friend and I understand what she's been through, no, I'm not about to just really harp on her and force her to say things or bring things out about her relationship that she's not willing to share. And I completely agree with that. And Princess is telling Gocha, maybe if you really got to know her and not bring up what's going on with her and her ex-husband, Usher, then maybe you can see Tamika in a different light or a different perspective. And that's what Princess is trying to tell Gocha. Princess is, to me, pretty much trying to tell Gocha, is you coming in at her too hard. You should get to know her. She really not that bad of a person. Yes, she can be a little whimsical, and she gonna say what she say, but at the end of the day, she's still a cool chick. And maybe your approach is wrong when it comes to her. Yeah, and really, Tamika, really, Princess really don't want to hear too much about what Gocha got to say, and she ends up leaving, and that's it. See, it's like Gocha is trying to create this narrative, and the narrative is, to me, it's not painted right. It's not, because I look at these shows, and when you're trying so hard to rally the troops, against this one person, then it sometimes backfires on the person that's trying to do the rallying. So yeah. All right. So you have Prince, what's his girl name? Crystal. And Crystal is with her friend. I guess that's her only main friend, this dude here. And apparently Crystal has a problem with Malaysia. Because Malaysia brought up the fact, the comment. So did you sleep with Usher? Did you sleep with any of Tamika's friends or ex-boyfriends or whatever? And Crystal's whole thing is, I don't sleep with anyone's man. Why when she said that dude looked at her like, girl, I know you lying. I'm not a home wrecker. But I look at it like, this is the narrative that has been painted out for you. This narrative doesn't look good. Media has painted you in a negative light. And for you to try to convince us that your 304 card has been deleted, then that's gonna be a very hard fight to fight. And to me, I really wouldn't talk so much about you not being a sleep around or a jump off, or you sleeping with everybody's man. I wouldn't even harp on that. I wouldn't even bring that up, because it seems as if the more you bring it up, that's the more people are going to target you with it. So how about changing the narrative and just focus on what you're doing? Because like you said, you hosting now, because you was hosting before child, you was hosting before you met Neo. So you were a hoster. Neo picked you up hosting. Okay, whatever, You want to be a host again? Be a host again. Get your money. But anyway, stop telling people that you're not a homewrecker. Stop telling people that you're not a or, Stop telling the people that. And maybe we'll forget about it. That's all I can say. Yeah. All right, so this is the day of Tamika's book signing, and this was really sad. I actually teared, like, for a person to have to relive tragedy. Because, like, I understand some days you can talk about it and some days you can't, and then when you're talking about your life and you're putting it all out there, and then when people get to tearing up too, and you're like, dang, I don't want to cry. I'm just trying to, move on and promote this and try to get these laws, put into place and in effect, and, all this other stuff. So the room is very damper. Like, the mood is very sad. You can feel the sadness. You can see the sadness. It's like it reeks of sadness. And Malaysia comes in because she says she didn't hear the speech. And maybe Malaysia, you should have heard the speech. Maybe you should have realized that this wasn't the right place and the proper time for you to be talking about stuff or trying to push Princess to bring up issues that shouldn't be in this very moment. Because every time you try to push somebody into a corner and make them see your side of a situation that's really not even a side of a situation, then you are going to get dismissed. And I don't blame Tamika not one bit for, like, look, I don't have no issue. I don't have no problem. And they say you're being dismissive. Yes, Tamika said, I am being very much dismissive, very much, because what's happening is, again, Malaysia is trying to push Princess to tell Tamika about the conversation that Gocha and Princess had. Yeah, that Gocha and Princess had when they went out throwing darts or whatever. And Princess' whole thing to Malaysia is like, look, Malaysia, I don't want to talk about it right now because this is a very sensitive moment, a very sensitive time, and I don't think this is the time or the place. And Malaysia is saying, well, I know it's not the time or the place, but if you feel, here she go with that mess. If you feel you need to say something, then you should. It's almost as if the producers are saying, push it, push it, push it, say it, say it, say it. And then Princess is like, well, I don't want to not say it. And then once we get into a room together, then somebody is mad at me. No, you don't want to not say it because you don't want to disappoint the producers of this show. That's why you don't want to not say it. And that's what it looks like to me, because it's almost as like the people are insensitive to what this girl got going on. That's what it looks like to me. And y'all want to put this girl, make this girl fuss and fight when she ain't ready to, or whatever. But anyway, so she brings it up about the whole Gocha. Tamika like, I already talked to Gocha. I ain't really seeing it for Gocha. And I guess what? I really don't care. That's when Malaysia's like, you're being dismissive. Tamika said, I am being dismissive. And I'm dismissing. Bye. I'm dismissing you. Bye. Here go Malaysia. What? Bring it back. Yeah, she's dismissing you, Malaysia. Because you do need to be dismissed right now. I don't get dismissed looking like this. Well, you just did. Sorry. Bye. All right. So this is the hosting. Crystal's hosting. Why Malaysia and Crystal dang their head on the same outfit? I said, so y'all ordered the same outfit from the same boutique? Yeah, Malaysia looked just a little bit more classier because she added the jacket. And Malaysia is happy that she did add the jacket because looking at the club hosting, looking at the club, child, it wasn't no club. It was people sitting down eating dinner. They eating dinner. And and Malaysia brings Dr. Princess. So you got Princess and you got Dr. Princess. So Malaysia bring Dr. Princess and they looking around like, what is going on here? This room seems to be really, really dead. Like nobody's dancing. Nobody's drink. Like everybody is just sitting down eating their dinner. Yes, because it's a restaurant. It's not a club. And so when Crystal gets there, dressed like Malaysia dressed like Crystal, the Dr. Princess is like, girl, what's going on? It's kind of dry. I know it was gonna be like this. And here Crystal feels defensive because she feels as if Malaysia is already coming at her. So now her guard is up. So anything anybody tells her, she's gonna be defensive. And which is true. I agree with Dr. Princess. It looked dry. Ain't nobody in there doing nothing. They just sitting down eating food. And so Crystal was like, well, it is a hosting. It's a restaurant club. I said, girl, this is a restaurant. And then Dr. Princess said, well, nobody has served us. No waitress have came to ask us what we wanted. Oh, but maybe it's because the guest of honor isn't there. Girl, they didn't even know that if y'all was even all together, maybe somebody probably gave them a heads up. I don't know, but y'all, they could have still got served at the restaurant. Anyway, so Princess, what's that girl name? Crystal is just like, I don't understand attention. I don't understand what's going on. Oh, we're good, you're good, we're good, yeah, good. So they go back and forth about who good, who not good. They're here to have a good time. And so she gets there, the people come out with the little candle lights and all that stuff. Ladies, leave your man at home. Crystal get up and say something. Girl, they up dancing and twerking, smoking hookah, but the only people that's up dancing and twerking is them. Everybody else sitting down looking at them dance and twerk. I said, girl, because they trying to eat their spinach. Like, what is going on here? Like, what? Anyway, so after they done calmed down, they finished dancing by themselves. Malaysia, here she goes again, trying to gas up Princess, putting a battery in her back to the point to where she has to leave the table to go and call Tamika. You need to call Tamika. Go call Tamika. So she gets up to leave the table to go call Tamika. So while Princess gets up, they still over there looking like, oh, so she's going to go call Tamika right now. Yeah, she's going to go call her right now. And then it looks like when they were talking, somebody came up and they were like, huh? So it must have been a producer or something that told her to go, somebody to go out there and check on Princess, maybe. But anyway, so Malaysia gets out there and she goes check on Princess. or whatever. And this was so forced. I swear this was so forced. So they talking about going back and forth about the whole princess. And then Princess got offended because Dr. Princess told her, like, we got the same name. And if anybody tells us something that we don't agree with, then we need to just say it. We don't hold nothing back. You need to say how you feel. And so that made the other, I'm gonna call her Sweet Princess. That made Sweet Princess feel a certain type of way because she says, there ain't no way. Yeah, we got the same name, but I don't even know her. I don't know you. You're not about to tell me how to feel and what to say and woo, woo, woo. Because they're trying to gas this Sweet Princess up because Dr. Princess is on one. Dr. Princess just drunk at this point. So she just talking. She just trying to create a scene too. And so Malaysia thought that Malaysia don't know what to say because she over there looking at Sweet Princess like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know you was feeling like that. And that's how she feeling. So she ends up getting a call from Tamika and they end up talking and all this stuff. But then Sweet Princess tells Malaysia, can she move because she don't want to sit here and talk on the phone while Malaysia's sitting up there looking at her. And I'm the same way. I'm like, girl, why is you looking at this girl? You gonna look there and stare at her while they have a whole conversation? Anyway, so Malaysia walks off, and then you got the people back in the building, Dr. Princess Crystal, and then this dude over here instigating. Now they over here about to get into it, talking about some girl, you came in here with this energy, I didn't even know. And then Dr. Princess trying to tell, Crystal, yeah, we cool. Because at first, telling Dr. Princess telling Crystal, yeah, you cool, you whatever. Because at first, I didn't know what to think about you. I didn't know how to take you. And then Crystal over there telling me, what you mean? And then the dude over there telling me something, yeah, what you trying to say? Anyway, so that's when Dr. Princess says, I was gonna thinking like you was a loose girl. Here we go again. Lose. You don't know me to be loose. You don't know. That's what she said, no, that's what I was finna say. But here go Crystal. But if you knew me, see, I'm trying to turn over new. See, God help me. And if you knew who I was, then I would have said something. But I'm trying to, be a good girl and not trying to do this. And I go to church and child, they turning up for no, like this ain't even a real turn up. It's just like so forced. Like this is so forced. This ain't even real. This is not real. So we get to the point to where Crystal gets up. She walked to the bathroom and she mad. This girl don't know me. I'm like, all y'all drunk. And ain't nobody really just listening to each other. Yes, Dr. Princess did come off a little aggressive because she says she is aggressive. She's aggressive. But child, I guess when they get drunk and they get to talking, don't nobody hear but nobody got to say. Everybody want to be bossed up, and then they want to talk about the Lord Jesus, and then they want to talk about how they ain't the person that they used to be, and this girl don't know me, she don't know me. And then Dr. Prince says, what? Child, anyway, that's all I got to say about this whole Bad and Bougie. I just feel like this is forced. I feel like this isn't real beef, and they gonna have to figure something else out. Because Bold and Bougie is getting bad and contrived. I tried to think of a B word. Bad and boost. Bad and boosted. Because they boosting up these storylines to be something that it really ain't. Yeah, bad and boot. And it's starting to get bad to me. But anyway, y'all, this Sheila be like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe y'all saw something different. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like I hate the way they trying to paint this narrative of Tamika. I really do. I don't like it. And Gocha is the underlying villain. And Malaysia is over here instigating Princess to do something that she ain't. Crystal over here talking about her aura card is deleted. It never, she's trying to convince everybody that she not no aura, no home wrecker. And the friend dude over there, he just in the mix. He happy to be on TV. And who did I miss? Did I miss somebody? Oh, and Princess trying to figure out if she should be good or bad, sweet or naughty or nice. All right, y'all. This Sheila be like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what y'all thought about this episode of Bold and Bad and Bougie and Boost. All right, bye, y'all.